Let me tell you about, I had a parrot for a while when I was married, named Peeper. So I'm going to tell you the story about how I first got an inkling that my wife was cheating on me, and how Peeper helped me out with that. They say when your significant other cheats on you that the first way that you notice is because they start doing things differently, especially sexually. They start doing new techniques on that you never recognized. They kiss you differently. And sometimes they'll call out somebody else's name. And I did not notice this from my wife. Partially because I'm really oblivious, and partially because when we would have sex, I'd be so happy that we were actually having sex I would not care. So if there was any change in her because she was investigating other men, I didn't notice. Now, if the interesting thing is that if she had come to me and just said, Ernie, I have a crush on another guy, and I would like to have sex with this guy, but it's strictly a sexual thing, and afterwards I will come back to you and we can resume our romantic relationship, and I will have some new tricks that I learned from the other guy, my response would have probably been something along the line of, take notes. But she didn't ask me, and apparently she was doing something. And how I found out was, one day I was taking a shower, and she came in to talk to me. So I didn't want to talk to her through the shower door, I couldn't hear her, so I opened the door and continued to shower while talking to her. And I noticed that when she came in, she had Peeper with her, Peeper the parrot, on her arm. She put Peeper on the sink, so Peeper could also engage in the conversation, I guess, and to talk to me through the door. And I noticed she had maybe a little bit of a glint in her eye, so I figured I'd give her a show. So as I was in the shower talking to her, I made sure to lather myself up seductively under the shower, like a mountain gorilla under a waterfall. Because everybody loves gorillas, don't they? Who doesn't love a gorilla? The answer? Mr. Peebles from McGill Gorilla did not like gorillas. So I showered myself up and she started getting a look in her eye, and I figured this is a good time for me to try something. So I said, come here, and I tried to grab her, and she was like, no, 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 I want to get all wet in the shower. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to step out of the shower. She's like, no, 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 I cleaned up the shower, I don't want you to get all wet. Just wait a minute, let me think. So she thinks for a minute. Peeper's watching. She finally drops to her knees. And I begin to experience something which is very rare in the Privetera household, for a number of different reasons. Partially because she doesn't like doing it, partially because of issues of scale, and she's doing it. And it turns out to be a total, I don't know what the exact four of a trifecta or quadrifecta of awesome, for many reasons. One, because I'm actually getting some oral sex, which is fantastic. Two, because I'm in the shower, and I got a thing for running water, and double awesome. Three, because I'm naked and she's clothed, and I have a sort of a clothed female, naked male fetish, which is real. And lastly, because as she's doing the deed, she begins to perform an emergency inspection of the exit, so to speak, which I really like. So this is a total quadro awesome event. And so she's doing this, Peeper's watching, I'm in the shower, and this is literally the best blowjob I've ever had in my life. And I'm going crazy. I'm holding on to the shower, the thing where the door goes across, and I'm just bellowing like a gorilla in the rain again. Making all this noise. Peeper's eyes are wide open. And she finishes. Or I finish, and then she finishes. And I say, oh my God, that was the greatest blowjob I've ever received. The shower, the exit, the clothes, CFM, whatever the acronym is. This was great. It was the best blowjob I've ever had. Best blowjob I've even ever seen. Isn't it the best blowjob you've ever seen? And I asked Mayumi, and she's just like, I don't know. And then, in a moment of just playfulness, I turn to Peeper, and I'm like, Peeper, isn't that the best blowjob you've ever seen? And Peeper does this with his wing.